So some pretty interesting things happened today, guys, because for the first time in history, a president's signature will be on the US dollar. But are we surprised that it's Trump who made it? So Trump delayed attacking Iran's power plants for 10 more days, and we got France that is in an oil crisis because of the war, and apparently the UAE is really not happy with what's happening in the Middle East right now, especially with Middle Eastern countries. But let's start with Trump putting his signature on dollar bills, because this is kind of historic. No president ever done that. On every American bill, there were two signatures that was on the bill, the US Treasurer and the US Treasurer Secretary. And that was the case for decades, like more than a century, right? Until today. Because the US Treasury Department said that Trump's signature will appear on every dollar bill starting June 2026. Apparently it was done to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, but what does Trump have to do with it? Like, seriously. But Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, said that the most powerful way to recognize the historic achievements of our great country and President Donald J. Trump is to basically put his signature on the dollar bills. Bro, apparently the first bills that will have Trump's signature will be the $100 bills starting June of this year. And then it'll be the 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. All of them will have Trump's signature on them. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like it. For example, Gavin Newsom, California's governor, said that now Americans will know exactly who to blame as they're paying for more groceries, gas, rent, and healthcare. Especially that things like gas, for example, started to become really expensive since the war started. The war that Trump started. Seriously, America has been through a civil war, 2 world wars, the moon landing, like so many historic things happened throughout like those 250 years, okay? And not a single president decided to put his signature. No one was like, you know what? I'm historic, I'm gonna put my signature until Trump. Wow, the ego on this guy is wild. You know what? At least he's not gonna put his face on it, because there's actually an American law that says you cannot put a living person's face on money. So he's not going to put his face. But the law doesn't say anything about the signatures, so maybe that's why Trump put his signature. Honestly, if there wasn't a law that said you cannot put someone's face, like a living person's face on it, I'm telling you, 100% Trump would be putting his face on the dollar bills. But now what? Like, I'm kind of curious. For the next president, will it still be Trump's signature on the money, or will every new president have his signature on the new bills? That's going to be interesting. But you know what? It's just a signature. I don't even know if you guys noticed the signatures that are on the money anyway. So I don't think it matters as much, but just Trump wanted it so that he feels good about it, I guess. So yeah, good for him, I guess. Anyway, let's move to something big that happened today regarding the war between the US and Iran. Because as I told you before, on Saturday, last Saturday, Trump told Iran, if you guys don't open the Strait of Hormuz in 48 hours, we're gonna destroy your power plants. And obviously that's a huge threat, because destroying someone's power plants is basically destroying the country. Like, the whole country won't have power, no electricity, like hospitals were gonna shut down because of that. It's a huge problem, right? So Iran was like, you know what, if you attack us, we're gonna attack the power plants in the Middle East. Again, a huge threat. So on Monday, Trump was like, oh, we're having very good conversations with Iran, we're negotiating, so we're going to extend it for 5 more days. We're not going to attack the power plants today, we're going to extend it, and we're going to be attacking it on Friday, March 27th, okay? But the thing is, as I told you before, Iran said, no, we're not negotiating, you just backed out because you're scared of us. But then today, Trump actually extended his threat again, because apparently now he extended it by 10 days. So now he said that he's going to attack Iran's power plants if they didn't come to a deal on April 6th, 2026. He said that Iran personally asked for this extension, right? And he said that Iran wanted 7 days, and Trump, because he's such a nice person, was like, okay, I'll actually give you 10 days. And he said that talks are ongoing, and they're going very well, right? But let's go to Iran, because Iran didn't say that they're negotiating at all. Iran didn't mention negotiating, they didn't say anything about that. And people now are seeing the two sides. They're seeing Trump saying that, oh, Iran is negotiating, Iran wants us to end the war, and they're asking for the extensions. And they're seeing Iran's side not saying a single thing and just saying that, no, Trump is making this up. And people are like, you know what, guys? Yeah, taco. And taco is Trump always chickens out, because basically people are saying that Trump always says that, oh, he's gonna do something, then he backs out, then he's, oh, I'm gonna do something else, and then he doesn't do it. So people just gave him this name now. Because Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, actually said in a Saudi investment summit in Florida today that Iran's public statements are lies. Like, what Iran says in public is very different than what they say behind closed doors. And that's Trump's son-in-law. He's obviously going to side with Trump, right? But unfortunately, the war now is growing more because Israel is attacking not Iran, but Lebanon more, because apparently Israel sent another armored division into Lebanon. And today, Lebanon's health ministry said that Israel's strikes killed 22 more people and 110 were injured just today. And that brings the total death toll in Lebanon to 1,116 people. And that includes 121 children and 83 women. Seriously, Israel is just attacking Lebanon now. But at the same time, Iran is actually attacking Israel a lot. So what, like, Israel is unable to attack Iran, so they go and attack Lebanon? But it's also disgusting because they're attacking residential areas in Lebanon. Also today, the UN's top food economist, Maximo Terrero, said that if the war continues for 3 to 6 months, the consequences on the world's economy is going to be worse, way worse than what happened because of the Ukraine and Russia war. And we've seen what happened to the prices because of the Ukraine and Russia conflict, right? They went really high, the situation wasn't the best when it comes to economy. So him saying that Iran's war is going to make it worse isn't a good sign. And we're seeing that when it comes to gas. Like, gas prices went really high now. Who knows what else is going to be more expensive? And we have countries like the Philippines declaring a national emergency because of the war, because Philippines doesn't have oil. It's a mess. So back to America, because we're speaking about economy and stuff. Today was the worst day in the stock market since the war started. But you know what, guys? Trump actually said that he's going to postpone attacking Iran's power plants after the stock market tanked today. So, what do you think that he said that so that the stock market recovers a little bit? Because he's been doing that as well. I don't know. You guys let me know. Today, the UAE actually spoke about the war between the US and Iran. And obviously, as you know, the UAE is very involved in this war because Iran is sending a lot of missiles to the UAE. And the UAE's ambassador to the US said that a simple ceasefire isn't enough. Because as you know, Trump sent to Iran like a 15-point ceasefire plan and Iran rejected it, right? So the ceasefire is not happening. But they are at least working towards a ceasefire or trying to have a ceasefire, okay? But here we have the UAE saying that no, a ceasefire is not enough. And he even said that the UAE is prepared to join an international initiative to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, which basically means that he's ready for the UAE to join the war. That's basically what he's saying, because if Iran joined to try to open the Strait of Hormuz, Iran would be like, okay, you joined the war, I'm going to be attacking you even more. So this might be way bigger than we expect. To be honest with you, the UAE has been getting attacked a lot by Iran. Like, actually, Iran has sent more missiles to the UAE than any other country, because they sent 2,180 missiles and drones to the UAE. And even though the UAE intercepted 95% of them, it's like Iran is really just focusing on the UAE on this war. So at the same time, something a little interesting happened today, also from the UAE, because Anwar Gargash, who's the advisor to the UAE's President Mohammed bin Zayed, spoke today, and he was mad at the Arab countries. And he's saying that why are the Arab and Islamic countries silent while the UAE is getting attacked by Iran? He's saying, like, while our countries and people are subjugated to this treacherous Iran aggression, you guys are silent. He said that in this absence and impotence, it's unacceptable later to speak of the decline of the Arab and Islamic role or to criticize the American and Western presence. So basically he's saying that why are Arab countries not helping us? Like, why are you guys silent while Iran is attacking us? But to be honest with you guys, this is a very, very ironic situation, isn't it? You know what I mean, right? But also, the Middle East and Asia are not the only areas that are getting affected by the war, because Europe, specifically France today, are really affected by it. Because France said today that they are close to an oil crisis. Because apparently 40% of the oil that was coming from the Middle East to France is getting destroyed or lost or not even coming to France because of the war. So France is in a bad situation. They even said that 11 million barrels of oil per day are missing. 11 million, okay? So because of that, oil prices soared in France. The situation is getting bad. It's actually getting really bad that the French government today temporarily authorized the sale of diesel fuel that does not meet normal safety standards. So they were like, you know what? We are in a very bad situation today. We have some diesel in front of us, but that diesel isn't really safe. Or we don't know if it's like 100% safe. But right now, we don't care. There's a war. Yeah, let's just sell that diesel. It's not like the diesel is cheap in France. It's 2 euros per liter in France. And imagine paying 2 euros per liter for diesel that's not 100% safe. But what can they do? They are in a crisis. There's a war that's happening. And France had to do what it had to do. But France is not the only one that's worried, because Italy is worried now, because apparently Italy's Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, flew to Algeria to secure an emergency gas delivery from Algeria because they're not getting oil from Qatar. And Spain approved a massive 5 billion euro emergency plan, and they cut VAT on all forms of energy from 21% to 10%. And they did that to try to reduce the oil prices. And that actually worked, because petrol and diesel prices went down by 30 cents per liter in Spain because of that. You know what, guys? Spain is the one country that's actually trying to help their people, like from what I'm seeing right now. Also, we have Germany and UK announcing that because of the war, they want to shift more to green energy because, like, the situation with the oil is really, really bad. So yeah, European countries are also panicking now. And does it look like the war is ending anytime soon? According to Trump, yes. According to Iran, no. So, is the economy going to be in some trouble in the next few weeks? My guess, unfortunately, yes. I hope I'm wrong. And anyway, that's all for today, guys. And again, if there are any stories that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.